Hello everybody, Fearmy games for the next part of my Total War Attila using the 1212 VDD mod as the Byzantine Empire. Originally, the Empire of Nicaea. It's been a while, I know, but we did start from those humble origins. So, one of our settlements of Saxwin is in trouble. It is under attack, and this time the enemy actually has a decent contingent of infantry. However, they attacked immediately, I believe, which I think means that they only have catapults in which to attack us. Which means if the enemy makes a mistake, which they seem to have been very consistently, this should be a very easy battle. So we shall see. Unfortunately, all of our garrisons the garrison here is weakened because there was not enough manpower to fill the ranks with local population. So it's a weakened garrison, which means that it's going to be a lot harder to defend if they actually are able to get in the city, and they will be able to get in the city because they can still destroy the gates with by sending in their infantry. But who knows if they're actually going to do that. So it looks like they chose to attack in a fog, which I think is not a really good idea on their part. But, whenever an enemy makes a mistake, that's a good thing for me. So I'm not going to complain too much about it. Question is, though, so yeah, here's the victory points way back here. So I think I'm going to barricade right there. So I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put, guys on the walls, because I only see the artillery here. I don't see anything else. I'm going to put my archers on the walls to try and mostly cause problems for the enemy. Fire at them, blow them up kind of thing. So they aren't as effective as they could be. I want to be careful where I position them exactly, because if I position them in a bad place, they might actually take some extra damage that I didn't intend for them to take. I'm going to put my pikemen back here and kind of just focus on kind of holding these choke points in the back here, in case they actually do end up breaking through. But I'll keep some units like up ahead just to help cause some problems for the enemy. Because we have 3 units of pikemen, not just that 1 unit of pikemen. So I can, for example, have, if I really want to focus on the bridge here, I can have this guy in the back here though. Why can't I properly put them on the bridge? That's weird. I can't put it on this side of the bridge properly. Can I move them up a little bit? There. That's weird. Oh, well, I guess they'll have to do. Another unit over here. Kind of just position them in such a way as to try and make it so it's not super easy for the enemy to do what they need to do. Our hope is that the enemy will not be able to do anything really effective, so we're gonna kind of gambling on that front. So I think put a barricade, my second barricade there. Basically, oh wait, no, that's a gate. Okay, I was gonna say it's oh wait, there might be a problem over here, but no, it's just 2 entrances to the victory point. Alright, so let's start the battle. And we're just gonna fast forward here because there's nothing they can do immediately at the start. Unless they immediately start attack the aids, which has not been what the AI behavior has been so far.
We don't stand a chance. The enemy outnumbers us.
They definitely outnumber us, but I don't think that means we don't stand a chance. I think that just means we have to play it smart. So it looks like these guys are trying to fire at my guys up on the walls. But they don't seem to be doing all that good of a job. So they're getting kind of obliterated right now. Not too surprised the unit is rallied because he kind of ran right back into a almost full army there. But it looks like these guys now might be starting to attack the gate. If they start attacking the gate, I'll move on my troops. Never mind, they stopped attacking the gates. I was gonna move up with some troops to stop that, but I guess It's not the case. If these guys take damage, it's going to be because the catapults hit them instead of the wall on accident. Yeah, this is the part we have to keep an eye out for, is if they focus the walls enough, they can hit them. But they seem to be focusing this fort tower, and only slightly hitting the walls here. So, they might not even break in. So, following what I could see from here, I'm going to move this unit up here and this unit up here. Hiccups. Wow, looks like they hit that building. Oh no, yeah, they hit this building. It's a pretty fancy looking building too. Goodbye, building. You will be missed. Yeah, it looks like lost 2 crossbow units there. But usually if they hit the crossbows, that's usually when they assign that they kind of missed to an extent, because the way that they're firing at. I will need to make sure though that they are. I'm gonna run these guys off the walls now. Now what I'm actually gonna do with these guys is, because I'm kind of worried about this fort tower damaging them, I'm gonna start moving these guys away a little bit. That fort wall might actually fall, which would be a first. I'm gonna pull these guys off the walls, I guess. And these guys, I'm gonna order these guys like over here. Not quite exactly the way I wanted them to go, but that'll do, I guess. If this fort wall falls, these guys might need to shift a little bit over to the left. I think. Oh, that's not what I wanted you to do, but nice try. I wanted to move these a little bit more to the left. That way they can avoid. That way they can stay up on the walls as they get destroyed, but they can still like rain death from above. Yeah, that's 56%, 48%. Are these guys actually going to try destroying the gates now? Oops. Yep, they're starting to attack the gates now. I'm gonna move these guys up on the walls. Looks like they actually ran out of ammunition, I guess. That's why they're doing that. So I'm gonna play real fast, because I need to actually use some controls here. I'm gonna order these pikes. Use these guys to hold the gates. I'm going to move this guy up. We'll use this guy to help with help reinforce as well. See, look, since they ran out of ammunition, I can start moving these guys up to where they're more likely to be able to hit, thus allowing us to kill more of the enemy. Alright, we'll go back to fast forwarding now that everything should be in position for if they actually act against us. You can do it, my crossbows. Show them who's boss. Well, it's nice that the enemy's wasting their advantage. Their advantage is their missiles. Even though they have a large contingent of light and melee infantry, the only thing that really gives them an advantage is range. Because these guys are very light. These guys are basically just townsfolk, which means they will just die on my spears and my pikes. So, I no longer need to really worry about this stuff over here, so I can just bring these guys in now. And they haven't, if they swarm the gatehouse, they actually have that broken by now and probably be a bit better position than they are right now. I also realized I've not actually been giving you guys my light up here, so it might not be as easy to see me. There we go. Put the light, that way you can see me a little better. It's not that much different, though. Those handgunners are getting kind of wrecked. They have 0 kills right now. Oh, they broke down the gates. That or the gates glitched, which is would not be something I would say is new. Oh, I'm glad these artillery. Can I actually have you like pre-ready to like look over this way? No, I can't. Okay. Mongolian lances. They kind of just stalled there. I mean, they have a lot of spears if I'm facing them, so I'm not too surprised that they got kind of scared. I'm start fast forwarding this thing, see what happens. So I'm not going to move my guys up to attack because I don't really need to. Technically, I can just let the timer go and I'll win eventually. Doing what I'm doing now is just a little bit extra. Let's see, I'm about to run out of air ammo on these crosses. Once they run out, I'm going to run them off of the walls and pull them back here. These guys, I'm surprised they actually still have this much ammunition. They're getting a lot of kills, though, so they're definitely using this ammunition. I'm surprised that they're not running out very fast. And now he sees troops moving in. But yeah, I guess the gate is here. It's just glitched. My general's way over here. How are they trying to kill him? What? Oh! I thought this was an enemy army. No, these are just the peasants and stuff, townsfolk that are kind of ambient here. Like I totally forgot they were a thing. Yeah, the sheer numbers may actually count, even though like, the gate's not broke. Like, I don't really get what's going on here, but it's weird. Though, admittedly, this is actually the worst unit to actually have taken up this position because they're a bit of a skirmisher unit. So, compared to like these actual trained unit, one of these actual like frontliners, I'm gonna move you here and have you stay here instead. That's probably a bit smarter. These guys are taking a decent beating from air fire, but these guys have missile blocking chance that's a bit better than my skirmishers, so they're less likely to die. We might actually go to timer. Why are you guys like? You guys are racking up the kills, but I don't see you guys running out of ammunition. So the gates are destroyed now, officially. What little ammunition they have has been used. I'm gonna move these guys here. Alright, so I'm gonna just press play here now that this is. Let's see. Man, now this the time for my pikemen to shine. Yeah, these guys are doing a good job of holding. These guys aren't quite as close to help, but they're at least helping keep them pinned in. So at least there's that. Alright, let's let the speed up because I don't see the situation changing immediately. So I'm gonna move my spearman, my general up. I'm gonna have him do his raised banners there. Does he move into the considered range? Hopefully he does. That'd be a bit awkward if he doesn't. Yeah, they destroyed my arrow towers, which wounded my crossbowmen. Feels bad, man. Yeah, because they were too close. Because they're close to the gate, you can see they got kind of squished a little bit there. These guys are getting kind of abused. So by what little archers that they have remaining are doing a lot of damage, actually. Right side, it's against my spearmen and not my pikemen, because my pikemen are the ones that I'm really relying on to hold the line for me. Anyone else is mostly just there for a little extra. These guys are getting a little bit of kills, but definitely these guys are getting the brunt of it. I'm trying to get these guys to kind of help keep the cap, just what's not good, what did not work out. Oh, where's these swords? I guess I get them all people down below.
Enemy units have been rallied.
Yeah, these are breaking. We're just gonna keep an eye on our pikemen over here and their rallying capabilities. There's that melee defense buff I wanted. Yeah, this general, I guess, is the governor. Emperor's bodyguard. It still says early, but I should say high now, unless the high general's bodyguard's actually a slightly different mod thing. You keep firing, you're doing great work. Yeah, those pikes, man. Look how battered and bruised my poor pike infantry are now. I'm gonna get these guys just to supplement their ranks in case the enemy starts getting past the pikes. I don't think it'll happen, just based on, you know, how many kills my pikes have, to how many they've lost. So I think this battle is definitely as good as one. They didn't open up enough holes, so I could just use pikemen to plug the only hole that they get in there. Infantry's pretty crappy, so the infantry just gets blown up.
Enemy units have returned to the battle.
And there's the enemy general. Now these up all in ammunition is going to start charging in right onto my spears. Just like his friends did, and he's going to die. That guy got that. Some of them are like, try their best, but they're not quite going to make it. I guess while we watch the slaughtering of these poor rebels kind of going on, you know, today I was planning to, I'll just talk about my day a little bit. I was planning to be a lot more productive today. I got a cold over the weekend, but I'm feeling a lot better now. I'm feeling good as new now. Yesterday I was like doing a little bit of sneezing, a little bit of coughing, but not very much. And today I don't think I've done any sneezing or coughing today. Maybe one sneeze today at most. So, but I've been familiarizing myself with the Pathfinder for Savage World core rulebook, because I read the pre-release one, and now I'm reading the release one in the bestiary. Such a fun system. I think because I did some test fights with with some of my friends just to get an idea of the rules for combat, because anything out of combat should be kind of very easy to kind of do role playing, social encounter kind of thing.
Ready for orders.
So it's like I'm not too worried. I wasn't too worried about it. It looks like someone died. Strategist is not bad. Taskmaster I like. Yeah, kill the enemy general there. So what happened? So we have a population surplus in Yedisan. Artemis dies of natural causes. Whoops. Yeah, now we've reactivated the scripts. So over here, what could I add here? I already have a candle maker for public order bonuses. I'm surprised how negative it is right here. Political situation, religious differences. I mean, I don't really know what to tell you people. I have no money because of how many armies I have right now. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Now I need to repair these buildings over here. The Rebel army was defeated and pushed back, but it will be back, I can assure you. I'm thinking of attacking this rebel army with this army, but I'm a little bit worried. I think I'm just going to stay in bottom. It's going to be moderately inconvenient to let them attack, but I think it's just the better option. So this would give me more money and food, which is never a bad thing. This is better public order and religion here, which will help with a lot of things at once. There's this army, a nice leveled up army. So we're going to go back to Philippolis, and we're going to recruit one last unit of... We don't have enough to recruit those guys, so we can recruit another horseman for better cav advantage, but I don't think that's what we want to do. I think what we want to do is... probably want to do another unit of swordsmen in this army, and that'll be ready to go. There's Zagreb already. Let's build. What have I not built here yet? So I already have my fountain. I already have my plateau, which is going to be a gibbet. And I want here is going to be a Probably guess it'll be a town barracks. This is gonna be my one of my borders towns, so it's probably best to have that down pat. Get this built up as much as possible. This one I actually do kind of want to convert, so maybe I'll cancel upgrading this until I convert this first to a town barracks. Oh yeah, I already have a Orthodox church there, so I don't need to worry about that. What's going on over here? Oh yes! Let's attack! Row Claw. I could just auto-resolve it and win it, but you know what? Let's fight it out. I think when I originally siege, I was just gonna auto-resolve, but you know what? Let's screw it. Let's just attack. I may lose more troops than I would just, you know, not attacking you manually, but I think it's kind of fun this way. So, looks like they have gunners. Those look like gunners and some crossbowmen. This army is still in the early level stage because it wasn't in one of my regions. I couldn't just upgrade it. So, but once it takes Rokla, I can actually then upgrade this army to the next tier. It won't make it cost you more money, but I think it'll be valuable to have them upgraded. Let's wait. We want it to be dry. I think fog really only benefits the right. Oh well. It's not the end of the world. It has some benefits for us too. Drop that, please. And I'll have, instead of you, I'll have one of my Rus mercenaries. One of my Varangian guards. Take it. Did I not build a battering ram? I guess I didn't build a battering ram. That's very interesting. I don't really have a lot of archers here either. This army is definitely a little bit different than what I'm used to. Probably good for taking cities though, so I'm not going to complain too much about it. I'm going to be careful to keep my melee infantry that aren't on the towers safely away from the front, because main reason being is I want to reduce the amount of air fire they get for free. Though, this looks like another building where I can just go right through the back. So I'm going to go in the back door while the rest of my army goes to the front door. One thing that's interesting about when I'm upgrading some of the archers that I noticed is that they changed. Like, apparently the archers in the default one were Zenoi, but now it actually comes from our own population, which I find extremely interesting. Well, you know the only route to go there, so I'm not going to have to worry about it. My siege towers are advancing. And it's nice that these forts are firing fire arrows. What's nice for us is the fact that it means that these fire arrows aren't going to be as effective as it's raining, so at least there is that benefit for us. I don't see any of the gunners over here. I just see the crossbow infantry here. Maybe there wasn't any gunners after all. Maybe, or they're over here. Yeah, siege towers are very slow, so I'm going to start speeding these up so that way things get moving a little faster. Let's see. So, we do get to see now everything else holding over here. Crossmen are taking a lot of damage. I probably don't need to actually have them this far up. Too late now, I guess. I'll just fall them back. I don't think they got any kills for their troubles, yep, so I'll just fall them back out of range. Can you not run? I see them walking for some reason several times. I'm like, what? Do I not have these guys set to run for some reason?
General, defend him.
Yeah. Once we take the walls, we'll be in a nice, easy position. I'll just follow these guys back further. Alright. At this point, we're going to keep things moving along, Knight. We're going to keep an eye on the situation. I suspect my guys are going to beat them in melee. Can I get these guys actually to climb up these siege towers? Because sometimes that's a problem of getting these guys actually to make use of siege equipment in the path. Oh, sorry. I guess I'm starting to cough a little bit now. We've crushed the enemy on the walls. Yeah, it looks like our swordsmen are considered even. I guess these guys aren't bad in melee. Yeah, not bad in melee. I think our guys have better stats even in the early variants, so we'll slowly win. Yeah, now it's starting to lose as more guys get up on the walls. It looks like getting this flank is extremely helpful at breaking that up. It does look like an enemy spearman has started climbing the wall, so we'll have them deal with these guys while these guys are dealing with those guys. Yeah, those guys are doing a good job so far. You can do it. Go up the walls. Yeah, go up the siege towers. You can do it. Sometimes I've had in the past problems with my units actually going up the siege towers. You guys might remember from a previous battle in the series. Let's see. As we take these walls, we have to be very careful. The gatehouse, we have to be very careful with where our units are positioned in relation to it. Because that has caused some problems for us in the past. Cost us some good men. Alright, though we've taken the walls. We'll start moving these guys up as well as these guys now that the siege towers, the archer towers, are about to be removed as a threat. I want the swords unit that's right here. Not the spear unit. I want the sword unit. Let me select my sword unit. Thank you. I'm going to order them to go over there. I'm trying to get these guys off of the wall. No! I was trying to get those guys off the walls. Damn it. Oh, I completely forgot about my general being such a slow ass over here to do his job. Alright, let's... Do they not know they can just still go down? I don't really know what's going on right now. Apparently the Hungarian Knights do have an idea of something that they can do, but they're not the best at it. Well, with our pikemen, we have successfully secured the gate as our avenue of entering the city. Our pikemen are just slowly, I'm having them slowly advance over here. What's going on over here now? So these guys are now finally running again. I don't know why these guys are slowing down so much. Take him out! Oh, the peasants maybe are what's slowing them down. Because the ambient peasants actually do attack. That's one thing I really liked about some of the little details they added to this. They may break actually over there. It's fine though. Yeah, these pikes will win eventually, I think. And same over here. Looks like we found the apparently this spearman over here was the enemy general. Okay, just random with all of our guys at once in an attempt to just brutalize him. I'm gonna try and break him with a war cry. I have no problem sending some of these guys around to assist up over here. Over here, though, big massive pikemen will definitely beat against these guys over here. And looks like we won there, too, so that's good. Did some of these guys get stuck on the tower? Yeah, it looks like some of these guys got stuck on the tower. You stay capping. Why aren't you doing what I told you to? Hey, look at these guys. Yeah, they're getting caught on all these peasants. That's what's slowing them down so much. So many peasants are just trying to get in their way. I don't know if that actually gets faster with more people in there, but I might as well try. Alright, let's speed things up again. While we're finishing off slaughtering the enemy here. Brain stopped working, sorry. I'll go back to what was better earlier. We have the Savage World system. It's a tabletop RPG like D&D, but instead of hit points, you have wounds, and instead of using, it's not a D20 based system, it's a system where you use basically almost every die except for D20. Use a D6, D4s, D6s, D8s, D10s, D12s. And what's nice about it is it doesn't say, you have a strength 20, or not, you have a strength 16 with the +3 modifier. You have a strength of a D10. Oh, what does this mean? It means if you're going to use strength, use that D10. Very, very simple. Yeah, as I said, I was going to lose a lot more troops taking the city myself, but, just because I know what's going to happen doesn't mean I'm going to stop it. What's nice, though, is now I can start upgrading these troops to their later variants. Make them stronger. It did cost me 1 unit of swords to take it. These guys apparently have no further retraining, so these guys will definitely need to be replaced out of my army. If that's the case. But I'm gonna... Can I just demolish some of these? Yes, I can. I have no problem demolishing that. The Mineral State's nice, though. Oh my. This one I actually will demolish. This one I'll also demolish. Now we're planning to repair this one. Yep, so I guess I didn't have enough money to replenish the Citadel to start with. Yeah, we're completely just stomping on Hungary. It's not even a contest right now. So I do need more food. But let's see, I can't afford to build any more buildings. I have no money right now in which to really, build stuff up right now, which is one reason why, which is admittedly one of the reasons why I made sure to build up so much before I created these armies before the war. So I wanted to make sure that I could support the army that is defending my lands. Might be able to just, like, save money, honestly, merging. No, I didn't want to disband them. I wanted to merge them. I'll just retrain that unit because I accidentally disbanded all of his friends. I wanted to merge them, but I accidentally clicked the disband button. Oops. Alright, this guy's gonna be ready in 2 turns, though. Okay. This one lost a unit as well. For some reason, I'm just bad at keeping all of my units alive. My Belgrad's gonna have a rebellion soon, but the bright side is my army might be in a better position by the time it gets there. That army, rebel army may have been whipped in the battle, but it's gonna be back. And when it comes back, you know, it'll have replenished. It might replenish. I actually don't know. It's no longer. It doesn't need to be gathering more rebels anymore. So I'm not actually sure if it replenishes. But my troops won't replenish, and neither will theirs. But the benefit will be is that my buildings will be repaired, and with my buildings being repaired, you know, that means I have to break down the gates again. I won't accept mercy. I accept only your death. It looks like Serbia took Pex. It means more land for Serbia when I have to kill Serbia because it owns territory that I need for Rome. But it's not the end of the world. They're a small faction. I have no problems with this. As I said, I have no problem. I want peace in the northwest and the north, so that way I don't have to worry about it. Saxon's under attack again. What time is that? We'll do this battle again. Yeah. Huh. Looks like they did get some new troops, while our guys are still wounded. So this is definitely a situation where we might be slowly whittled down if we can't just completely kill this rebellious army, because we don't have an army to chase after them and kill them over here. So they'll just keep coming back and apparently replenishing themselves too. And while my army does not replenish itself, I have to move the army from the south up north. The one that I accidentally disbanded, actually disbanded when I meant to merge. Yeah, that army I need to move it north. After this battle, this is gonna epic us. It's a problem. Are they attacking? They're attacking from a different direction this time. Now they're attacking from over here. So let's see. I'm gonna basically do what we did last time. Just make use of what little missiles we have remaining to cause some problems to the enemy. We'll keep our pikes and stuff like decently in reserve until enough of the enemy troops have run out. And we're going to try and restrict the enemy's mobility when it comes to getting through my lands. And we'll have our general back here too. Is that everybody? I don't think I forgot anybody, so let's start out. Yeah, there's a gate there. You know, hey, look, we have, it's not a gate, but it's a raised bridge. Maybe you Latins should invent something like that. You know, so that way we don't just get into the back door and take the victory point. So let's see. One thing that is nice is that with the gate being, the fort towers being rebuilt, and the fact that well, actually, damn it, they have a new catapult. I was about to say, with their catapults not replenishing, then we at least that means they're less likely to be able to even break in, thus being our redfoot. But they apparently got a new artillery unit to replenish themselves. With that being the case, I'm actually going to pull these guys off the walls because I don't want to needlessly lose them. If I can help it. Yeah, let's see. Kind of just have to prepare for the eventuality of them breaking through here. So I'm going to move these guys over here just in case. It's just such a small garrison to hold. And it looks like they actually are focus firing here. So they may actually break through this wall for once. Oh, I guess that must have been... That's the artillery piece. Yeah, I can't tell them to like get off and run away. They're just going to die there now. The bright side, it's taking arrow fire from our other troops, so at least there is that. These guys are doing a good job pot shots. They've lost a couple of guys. One of these guys would do well, like, to take their positions right up against here, the guys who died, because he's just less likely to get killed, potentially. But they're still alive, so maybe they know what they're doing. So yeah, sorry. It would seem that they might actually take down a wall for once. So let me get ready for this eventuality now. That seems to be very much a reality. And move my troops up. I gotta get these guys not on that burning section. Oh, never mind. They just ran out of ammunition, actually, to take it. Never mind, then. I'm going to fall these guys back, then, to safety. They almost did it, but they did not have enough ammunition to finish the job. Which does mean that they might start destroying the gates. What's the gate situation? No, they haven't started. They've started taking the gates now. Attacking the gates. Once the gates are a little bit more damaged, I'll just move my troops up because I definitely want as few ammunition being left. Those look like they are actually all fully out of ammunition, so I'm gonna start moving my troops up here to assist the ally contingent here. Come on. Oops, I got the wrong group there. That's fine. I'll just adjust it. What the? Oh no, okay. I was worried there for a second. The unit that can no longer fire, we'll fall them back to safety, and we'll bring this unit up in their place. There's only so much we can do against this reckless hate. These guys are also out of ammunition, so I'll bring them down here. But man, though, it just sucked being like we're in a border province. They don't care about us in the capital. I don't see any reinforcements incoming. You know, I hear there's a war to the west. There's a big gathering of troops in the west. I just don't expect any assistance here. We just have to hold with dwindling men. Dwindling supplies. Like, I would just suck. But that's basically what I'm doing to all of my troops. I'm like, you can do it. With less and less troops every time while the enemy gets more.
The enemy general is dead.
And our gates are open, but not destroyed for some, which is weird. Well, they just broke, so the enemy's going to start moving up the rest of their troops. And at this point, it's a done deal. They have even less troops at this point than they did last time, so now it's just a matter of them just throwing away their bodies until it's over. Alright, back to talking about Savage World stuff. On top of, I read the pre-release thing, but I bought the release version of the PDF. I also bought the bestiary and a adventure pack that they had made because I want to kind of see what kind of adventures and what kind of like I'm still trying to think. I'm still trying to figure out what a decent decent amount of challenge would be for a party, because so things I'm doing is like I've been doing those test fights with my friends. The first, like, they've all been relative, not too crazy. They've been like shaken and taken a wound. They've been taking some wounds and being hit, but I'm still trying to decide if it actually counts as it being. Oh, what the? Why don't these guys have their pikes down? Oh, we win.
Victory! This is your day!
That happened. Let me just keep this going for a little bit. Just that way they can get killed as much as possible by archer fire on the walls. But what was I gonna say? Brains. Once I get out of archer tower range, I'll stop in the battle. But with the adventure, I can kind of see what kind of things they have because it looks like, you know, you have the I'm just putting it. But so far, it looks like some of the encounters tend to be like maybe like 3, like if it's like 4 people, I think is what they said that they bounce around. And I see like some encounters, like easier encounters have like. Some encounters have like 3 enemies. Some of them have 1, but but a wild card. Wild card basically means he's on the same level of PC in terms of how many wounds he can take. Extras only take 1 wound, then they're dead, unless they have special abilities to design to make them harder. Can I take on the captives and replenish my garrison maybe?
Commander?
Constantinople has a disease. Puerto Rico. Okay, I need to just march these guys north to Tuckwin. Tuckwin's just getting beat up right now. The bright side is the rebel army is getting weaker and weaker but so is my garrison. So I'm rushing those guys to the north. One thing Octavia says maybe it might have been better to maybe I should demolish this and build instead to try and like keep it's too little too late kind of situation right now. But I'm thinking it might be valuable to destroy the cowshed and start for the future, and I'm going to convert this now into a church. The reason why I'm going to do that is because I think the church will make it so they're a lot better at surviving, honestly. Make it so, not so much surviving. It'll help with the public order a little bit by making it so they can take a couple more hits, but also what I'm hoping it'll do is it'll start converting the population, which will further reduce the public order problems I'm experiencing. So it's kind of like, building everything up situation. This army is basically as ready to go as it's going to be, especially because there's no mercenaries, so I think I'm going to advance forward. These guys I don't think I'm going to move for now, mostly because there's nowhere I can really go. Down here looks like it's about to be taken by Bulgaria, and also it's winter, so... But I can move over... It looks like I can move here with my army and attack it, but for some reason it doesn't have that hover, which makes me nervous about actually moving my troops out. But try it. Oh, it's under siege right now, so I'll just come back here then. That's what wasn't. It's under siege by Serbia. They have some cool looking troops over here. So when this army is ready to go, and with this kind of dealt with essentially, what I'll be able to do is ooh, salt deposits. That's gonna be useful. What I'll be able to do is what is this? I think I'm gonna demolish this building. Or actually I probably want to convert to a city gatehouse for public order. When I can afford it, naturally. It's a lot of things I can't currently afford. So, on the right side, I want this. So I think I'll probably have to keep these armies in the west kind of situated here, both to deal with rebellions, which is definitely a very real possibility, but also to deal with the fact that if Bulgaria goes to war with me, I need armies ready to just gobble up Bulgaria. Especially with them being so close to Constantinople. Because if Constantinople gets besieged, my entire economy and civilization just grinds to a halt immediately. So apparently the Margrave we have negotiated. I thought I said we lost. I was like, oh no, we lost it. Let's see, is there anyone left we could trade with? Nope. No, we could trade with who we want to trade with. Thessalonica is there, but it's like, why bother with Thessalonica? So we're like the population is slowly but surely becoming Greek Orthodox, but it's such a slow change, which fits reality, to be honest. But still, like, oof. Some of our problems would be resolved if it was faster. This is gonna be a weird army because I don't usually have Turkoman. What? How much are the archers? How much is their? Yeah, they actually could cost more to maintain. That's actually kind of funny. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. I was thinking of converting those to like my archers when they save money, but it actually turns out those horse archers are less money than my archers are. So it's like, well, I'm kind of not sure if I should waste the money after all. Yeah, it's just a small little garrison there, small little garrison there. This one I'm not going to bother upgrading because it stands, except for the bodyguard, because, you know, it's just honorable at that point, you know? But I probably don't want to upgrade any of my armies here that's just a garrison army, because it would be just a waste of money, like these guys, except for that guy, of course. You know, honor the general's bodyguard. And here's a similar situation where I'm thinking of demolishing this. I think I'm gonna demolish this hot spring, and in place I'm gonna build a church to start converting the population. So that way, over time, we'll have less resistance to our regime. And we're like over here, this Durban's been under our control long enough with a basilica that that the public order has started to increase. It's like the public order difference due to religious differences isn't as high as it used to be. Over here, for example, it's still really high, comparatively speaking. Alright guys, we're going to do one end turn sequence, and I think we're going to call it end to the episode. This is a governor, so we'll start working towards public order bonuses. I very much appreciate you guys watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit Rumble if you're on. Hit the Rumble button if you're on Rumble. And make sure you guys know what to do. Every new episode of this series every Thursday. Feel free to check it back out. Take care, everybody.